Today we will going to discuss the chemistry practical of inorganic chemistry, preparations of potassium diaqueous oxalocuprate. What is the requirement? Here the instrumentations required for the preparations. So this one is a potassium oxalate that we required and act as a ligand, and this is a 1 gram copper sulfate pentahydrate which is weighted previously. So these are the two chemicals required for our practical. One is potassium oxalate and the second one is a copper sulfate pentahydrate. Then these two beakers we required for making solutions of these respective chemicals. A measuring cylinder for counting the amount of volume of distilled water required. For the additions of pouring the solutions into one another, we required a dropper. So this is a dropper, and later on we need a continuous stirring. For that stirring we are using here this glass rod. Okay, so as we have to perform this experiment in a hot conditions, so we required a pair of tongue also. And finally, weight of watch glass, that is your 13.32. After preparing complex, then we have to separate it with the help of this Buchner funnel. This one required filter paper that is called Whatman filter paper number 41. Okay, so we know, dear students, why required a Whatman filter paper number 41. Why not we are using general or the ordinary filter paper? Okay, you know that the reasons, that is depending on the size of the complex ions. Okay, we choose a filter paper. Okay, so this pore of that filter paper is very small and which is sufficient to collect all the complex molecules together, and hence we are using this Whatman filter paper number 41. Okay, so these are, dear students, the requirement for our experiment. Now I will show you the demonstrations. Okay, so first what we have to do, so this one is a copper sulfate that we have to make aqueous solutions of copper sulfate first, and then we are also making this potassium oxalate aqueous solutions. Okay, we need to dissolve in a minimum quantity of water with the help of beaker. This I am taking a distilled water. So this is dear students, near about 5 ml. I am transferring this copper sulfate into the beaker. Okay, so transfer it carefully, all the content of copper sulfate pentahydrate very carefully, and I am using the same water that I want to dissolve a copper sulfate in that. Okay, so I just transferred near about 5 ml of distilled water into the beaker, and I am stirring it for making clear solutions. So I want to just need to make it clear solutions of copper sulfate that I previously weighted near about 1 gram. Okay, so just simply shake these solutions to become clear our copper sulfate, or dissolve all the content of copper sulfate in 5 ml of water. So this is your clear solutions of copper sulfate pentahydrate, and in another beaker we have to transfer very carefully near about in 15 ml water we have dissolved these potassium oxalate. So this is 10 ml I previously taking. Okay, so this is a previously taken 10 ml of water. Okay, after I want to add now 5 5 ml more. Okay, so next time we will going to add it. So this is your potassium oxalate transferred slowly. Now we have to prepare a potassium oxalate solutions. So I am pouring this potassium oxalate into a beaker. Okay, so if there is some content remain, then we have to wash with water, due to which all the content of potassium oxalate will enter into our beaker. Okay, so I am just giving the washing to okay, so to take 5 ml more water. Okay, so 5 ml making. Okay, so in this way we have to transfer all the potassium oxalate. If remain any particle, carefully we have to transfer. Okay, once again we have to make a clear solutions of this potassium oxalate. We have to dissolve this potassium oxalate into 15 ml of distilled water. Simultaneously I kept it copper sulfate solutions for a heating. Okay, so we have to maintain the temperatures throughout the experiment, or additions of this potassium oxalate is near about 90 degree. It required some time. Okay, so after complete dissolve of this potassium oxalate, okay, so dear students, we made this a very clear solutions of potassium oxalate. Now keep this potassium oxalate solutions for a heating. So I kept both the solutions. First one is a copper sulfate pentahydrate solutions, kept for the heating already. Now I kept the potassium oxalate solutions for heating. Now we have to maintain it's below the boiling point. Okay, so boiling point of water, we know that that is 100 degree. Okay, so before that we have to just simply warm it near about 90 degree. Okay. After attaining the temperatures, we have to add these clear solutions of potassium oxalate into the copper sulfate solutions. These have maintained the temperatures now. Okay, so we have to just add these hot solutions of this potassium oxalate into our hot solutions of copper sulfate. Okay, dropwise. The precautions should be that, okay, so these are both are hot solutions. So add these solutions carefully. Okay, and stirred it hot solutions by holding the beaker in pair of tongue carefully. Okay, and you found the blue color crystals are formed in the beaker. See carefully. So the crystals, look toward that, the crystals of our complex, that is potassium oxalatocuprate second, now just formed in our beaker. Okay, so this is a whole procedure, dear students, for forming the complex. Now we have to collect these complex in our watch glass. So further procedures we will see. Now these complex need to settle into the ice bath. Okay, so we required ice bath. Okay, so this is work as ice bath. I kept it for some times while uh, for a cooling purpose. Okay, do not keep a hot beaker directly into the water bath. You know that the reason why we not keep this hot beaker directly into the ice bath, because it is made from the glass and it have, if hot portions, when we immediately pour into the ice cold conditions, then it becomes chances to break. Okay, more chances to break, and our complex milk beaker will be the breakdown. Okay, so that's why we are avoid directly keeping that hot conditions beakers into the ice bath. We have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes, and after cooling we have to put it into the ice bath. So dear students, we kept prepared complex for the cooling near about 10 to 15 minutes at 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you can see here very clearly, we can see, right, that crystals which are formed of the complex that we required, which are formed very clearly. Now the next procedures, we have to separate that crystals with the help of Buchner funnel. Okay, so we have to very simply filter now this obtained complex with the help of Buchner funnel and Whatman filter paper number 41, using here the cut piece, and you know that how to cut that Whatman filter paper. Okay, so according to the size of the inner size of the Buchner funnel, we have to cut just the size of this filter paper. Okay, so this size of the filter paper is exactly fit into the Buchner funnel likewise. Okay, so before simply filtrations, we have to moist this filter paper with the water. Okay, just moist. Okay, now it is a Buchner funnel with Whatman filter paper number 41 is ready for filtrations. Okay, so this is a suction pump on which we are going to filter this our complex. Okay, to obtain a pure crystals of the complex. Now I am going to start this suction pump. So simply we have to filter with the help of this glass rod. See, very fine, very dark blue crystals of our complex is formed here. Now we have to separate it very simply. Decant first mother liquid carefully and very slowly. And later on we have a washing of cold water. This is a distilled cold water, and we have the washing of cold water. We are here giving the washings to the complex with cold water. So transfer carefully. Press slightly gentle to the Buchner funnel, gentle pressing. Okay, due to which it will dry very easily. Okay, remove mother liquid very easily, separate from the complex. Okay, so you find here the dark blue colored crystals on the Wortmann filter paper, right? So we have to simply separate that crystals now. So carefully we have to remove these crystals. I have to just try to collect all the crystals together, remove the moisture, okay, by pressing the remaining portions of the filter paper. Likewise, very safely on the watch glass, okay, slightly spread it. Okay, so just collect all the crystals and kept these crystals into the oven. So dear students, we collected these crystals and we have to keep into the electric oven, okay, very safely by holding the watch glass with the help of pair of tongue, okay, very slowly or carefully we have to keep it into the oven, okay, without touching your hands with the portions of the oven. Okay, we have safely kept it into the oven for an half hour by maintaining the temperatures near about 110. Okay, we will wait up to 20 to 30 minutes. Weight of watch glass, that is your 13.32. So we kept it near about 10 to 20 minutes. So we have to check whether it is dried or not. Okay, if it is dried, then we have to remove it, not wait for a long time. Okay, so we are checking here whether the complex is dried or not. So see, it looks like to be a dry. We have to check it by removing it. Slowly remove it from the oven, close it, okay, and see whether the crystals are dried completely or not. Okay, so we have to check, just check. Yes, right. So you found here the crystals are now dried completely, right? So do not have any moistures. Okay, we have to weight it. So bring it on a weigh box safely. How to take weight, dear students? So very simply, first of all, you have to adjust this weight box. This G stands for the gram, and here this is a 0.0 gram now. Okay, we have taken already the weight of empty watch glass. Now we are keeping our complex with watch glass very safely. Okay, then close the door. Okay, and you are observing the reading is near about 14.11.